All right, guys, here's some extra practice. What's going to happen is I'm going to give you the circle. I'll ask you for what the area is. We'll give you some time to solve it. And then you can watch the video to double check your answer. So the area, the first thing we're finding is we're going to find this one with green on the inside. What is the area of this circle? And I will start by giving you the formula. So area is pi times the radius squared. So we can see that our radius is 6. So I'm going to plug that in. Area equals pi times 6 squared. Remember, 6 squared means we are going to do 6 times 6. So area equals pi times 6 times 6. This right here is 36. We have two options here. We can do an exact answer where we would just bring pi down. Or we can substitute 3.14 in and get an approximation. So for this problem, let's do an approximation. I did not tell you that up front, but you probably guessed by the answers that I provided. So let's do that approximation. So 3.14 times 36, and that gets us 113.04. And we don't have a specific unit, but we do have units. And since this is an area, remember we have to do units squared. And in the circles with this grid paper, it's a lot easier to see. But we have a bunch of 1 unit sized squares that are filling up our circle, right? So you see that's 1 unit in a square. All right, so 113.04 units. That's what you got there. Our next problem is going to be this blue one. And real quick, I'm going to get rid of, get rid of all of the green. And we'll start with blue. So again, our formula is area equals pi times radius squared. So we have a diameter of 7. So if our diameter is 7, remember our diameter is 2 times the radius. So 7 must equal 2 times the radius. Our radius is going to equal 3.5. So area equals pi times 3.5. I'm sorry, I made that like a multiplication, 3.5 squared. Area equals pi times 3.5 times 3.5. And the text tells you to find the exact answer for that. So what that means is we're going to keep our pi, and then we're just going to find this answer. So 3.5 squared, or 3.5 times 3.5, is 12.25, or 12 and 25 hundredths. And we're just going to bring that pi down. There's still multiplication hidden in there, right? When it's back to back, there's that hidden multiplication. But we're going to keep that. That's an exact area for our blue circle. Right, and now we're going to roll down to the one with pink. Our area is equal to pi r squared our area is equal to pi times 4.5 squared because our radius is 4.5. Our area is pi times 4.5 times 4.5. Notice how I wrote all of these different in the examples. I guess I didn't write the one above it different. But I wanted to say you'll sometimes see it like 3 times 3 times pi. Or maybe you'll see 3 times 3 times pi. All those are the same. Remember, we can write multiplication lots of different ways. Just wanted to point that out. So area equals 4.5 times 4.5 is 20.25 or 20 and 25 hundredths. And we're going to do an exact answer here. So we're going to pull down pi. Again, reminder, there's that hidden multiplication in there, so it's a very valid answer. If we were to approximate after, we could say 20.25 times 3.14 and get an approximation, but we don't want an approximation right now. We just want the whole answer. So 20 and 25 hundredths times pi. Awesome. If you guys have any questions at all, please, please, please reach out on Google Classroom. Send us an email. We want to make sure that you understand. And so these 3 questions were just some extra practice for you, and we'll see you tomorrow.